What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on the Justice League movie. So, Henry Cavil recently joined the cast of Justice League to promote the movie in both China and London, because if you remember, he's not been in any of the actual direct promotional material except for the New York Comic Con trailer, which is very interesting. So, they're still in London today. I think today is the last day of them promoting it in London, or the last day is tomorrow, I'm not too sure. So now the actor that plays Superman interviews are hitting the net, and he had a lot to say, but you would already know what I'm going to be talking about if YouTube didn't block the clip where I played at the start. So with an interview with WSVN TV in Miami, spoke with Henry Cavil and asked about the tone of the Justice League and about Henry Cavil having a mustache and posting that epic image on Instagram last year of what looks like to be the black suit, and also the return of Clark Kent, because if you know anything, Clark Kent was kind of taken in the crossfire of Doomsday. So regarding the tone of Justice League, Henry Cavil had this to say: the tone of the film is, I'm not going to say it's light because that would be doing it in Injustice. I don't know if he's quoting to Injustice video game, but I'm pretty sure it just means the word injustice. It has a scenario with moments of humor and lightness prepped throughout, which is very interesting because a lot of people said when Joss Whedon came in, it basically got turned into an Avengers Marvel kind of comedy, which no, it's not going to be the case because it's a Zack Snyder movie, which, as much as people say isn't close to reality, as much as it does have sense of humour of it not being like reality. When people are in bad situations, humour does come into effect. I know a lot of guys in the armed forces, and a lot of them have really bizarre sense of humour, and it gets you through the day if we have those in movies, which is very interesting. And then he went on to ask the question about the Instagram picture that Henry Cavil posted on Instagram last year of him that appeared to be in the black suit. Now, a lot of people have been saying he's going to come back in the black suit for a very long time. So he had this to say, but you would have seen this clip before if YouTube didn't block it. I can't talk about that. That's exactly how it appears. Big smile. It's almost like he's teasing it in your face. I mean, it appears to be the black suit, right? It's very difficult to take a picture of your own S. I may have been wearing it. So for me, that is pretty much clarification that he's in the black suit. That's all we need to know, because you can tell by his facial expression that he's either trolling the fans or he's trying not to be direct. I am going to add that Henry Cavil is the most well-spoken person in the whole Justice League, who seems the most enthusiastic, obviously followed by Gal Gadot. She's very enthusiastic, and it appears that Henry Cavil does actually read comic books, which is also always a good thing. Not only did Batman vs Superman see the death of Superman, but also Clark Kent. So with Superman returning in Justice League, what about Clark Kent? Have you read the DC Comics Rebirth comics? Yes, I have, but the kind of person who's interviewing said no. The Rebirth comics, there is very different style of Clark Kent and Superman. He actually has a son with Lois, and they live in a different place, and it's a very different lifestyle and relationship. So there's an opportunity for that. There are so many different opportunities there as well, where we can express how to play this out. So it's very interesting, because if they don't bring Clark Kent back in a really awesome manner, because he supposedly died in the crossfire, so if they're going to say, oh, he's mysteriously was investigating something, so he had to pretend he was killed, a lot of fans aren't going to be happy with that kind of talk, because they want more than that. I mean, this is not a Marvel film, this is DC, they're a bit more dark and serious. So this is a really interesting thing. So everyone knows that DC and Marvel have teamed up in the comics, but during the kind of press bunket, I don't know, press junkie, I don't know what everyone would call it, the press, the whole cast was asked whether they would like to do a team-up movie with DC and Marvel, and they all had this to say: I have friends who do Marvel movies, I think there's room for us, Gal Gadot. I would love for both worlds to collide. I think it would be super awesome because they have some great characters as well. I think it would be great, said Ben Affleck. I'm sure it would be successful for everybody. People would like to do this, so why not? I'm a huge DC fan growing up. I had fans that were huge Marvel fans. Added Ray Fisher. I would love to see one of those characters fight one another. But what about Wonder Woman? I would love to be in a crossover, say Jason Momoa. Hell yeah. I mean, like Chris Hemsworth, I would love him. It's like to be next to Thor or Hulk. Oh, I'm going to take you out on the water and drown you, your ass. Yeah, I think there's something there in the future, added Henry Cavill. So basically, they're all saying they would be up for it because at the end of the day, they're actors and they will be up for any role they are given. But whether DC and Marvel could come up with an arrangement is a different story. I think eventually the comic book movie world is going to boom, and when the Avengers movies start to kind of flop, and when Justice League kind of movies start to flop, I think there would be an opportunity for both kind of comic book publications, comic book movie kind of companies, I guess you could say, to work together. But I guess a lot of that has to do with people like Stan Lee, if he's still around, and other things like that. There's a lot of factors because it's not just Marvel, like obviously Spider-Man's owned by other, and Fox owns Deadpool. There's a lot of other, it's not just as straightforward as Marvel working with DC. DC own majority of their properties, whereas Marvel don't own the license to like Spider-Man, Hulk, as Hulk is owned by Universal, I'm pretty sure. So that would be very interesting if they could team up. I'd love to see Superman go up against Thor, or even team up with Thor. That would be a fanboy dream. That would be so cool. So let me know, guys, does this confirm that Henry Cavill did tell us he is going to wear the black Superman suit? How would you like Clark Kent to return? It's pretty cool that he referred to DC Rebirth comics, which is awesome, as I didn't really get that vibe from anyone else. Obviously, Gal Gadot did read a lot of Wonder Woman for her role, but I didn't really get that vibe. I mean, we all know Cyborg, Ray Fisher, is a comic book fan, as he's posted a fair few kind of comic book posts. Anyway, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment if you could. That would be awesome, would help the channel grow immensely. Justice League comes out in my country very soon. Comes out a week on Friday, which is the 17th. I understand a lot of people are going to see it 15th, 16th, 17th. So please avoid spoilers in the comment section, as I'm trying to avoid spoilers because people are trying to spoil things. You know how this works. Anyway, guys, hit that bell button down below, and I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch you later.